the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. Liking 18.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Horton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000. Yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
At the 41-yard line.
Hawk 70. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Turton is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play there gets them right back up to that level.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Adoree Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Penix. Catch is made by Hardman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
To the air, Penix.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
55 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Walker now on first and 10.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. He finds his man complete. It's Horton.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Touchdown, Seahawks. From a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The kicker on score-point after.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Here's Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
In motion, the tight end. On second down, they'll run it here. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
They'll throw with Penix.
Flushed out right.
That is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're failure without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
They are going for it. Penix.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Out right to Smith-Njigba. He's across midfield.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Good for a Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Let's go. 70 left.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now.
And got his man complete. Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Seahawks 17.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second and 1 at the 32-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Hawks 70. Left 19.
A play fake. Now Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5.
Slot man moves right.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
That trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To about the 23-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, Penix from the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Ready? Let's go.
A pitch comes to Walker. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go now. 60 vices, 60 vices.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
On the bootleg, it's Penix.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field. And he gets a tackle for loss there.
At the 38-yard line.
Set it.
They run again with Walker. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Wow, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
At the 17-yard line.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. An even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in the game.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Mickey Manwari. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This ball caught by Mechie. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll go play action here with Penix. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again, Penix. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Penix. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
77 Wolf.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, here's Walker.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Here's Penix.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
John Mechie.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 117 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Second down and 3.
70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brought down by Nolan Smith. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. To the air, Bennett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Shrugs him off. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah,
and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Let's go now.
Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
The score, Seahawks 42, Eagles 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll throw with Penix. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mecole Hardman, 78 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next the score, Seahawks 42, Eagles 28. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Check, hurt. Hey, check that. Street. Hut.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second down and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Quick slant, Dotson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now second and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go. This is fourth down. They are going for it. Penix.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Big fourth down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
Eluding the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Seahawks 42, Eagles 34. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throw left side complete. That's Horton. Little luck going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
This is 1st and 10.
He's back to throw.
And Dotson, he's got it. But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7. Here comes second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Back to throw.
At the 7-yard line.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Here's Horton. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's a gain of 18. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Let's go now. 68.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
To about the 33-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
Now he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1918. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He was brought down by Jacorian Bennett. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready, set.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.